Imagine being married to your wife and you have 3 kids with her, and then you find out that one of the kids is not yours. That means that your wife cheated on you. Crazy. How about if you found out that 2 of the kids that you thought were yours are not? Your blood is probably boiling at this point. Well, guess what? In the Sean Flood's case, this man found out that all 3 of the kids were not his.
100 strong, because over here, we like to keep things 100 strong. What's that word, family? Hey, man, check this out.
Pressure, I apply the pressure. Pressure, I apply the pressure. Pressure, I apply the pressure. Yeah, pressure, I apply the pressure.
Right now, we're taking a live look where police say they're investigating a shooting that was at a senior assisted living facility early this morning. The police lieutenant says the shooting was domestic and between a husband and a wife. The woman was shot multiple times and has been transported to the hospital where she is expected to survive. That suspect is in custody.
Well, family, what do y'all think about this story right here? And here's the thing. All over the internet, all they say is nurses be cheating. You got to watch your girlfriend or your wife. If she's a nurse, that means even an assistant living nurse, man. They just got a lot of time on their hands and they be around a lot of people all the time. You might not be the only guy that, you know, a cheating nurse is dealing with or a nurse is dealing with, because that's what the internet says, right? So what we have here, ladies and gentlemen, we got a 37-year-old man who went to the facility that his wife was working at, and he tried to take her out, man. You know, that was a scary scene right there for the coworker, especially the person that had nothing to do with it, who was trying to get the wife the hell up out of there. They almost got killed too. But I wonder, did he run out of bullets or something like that? Because he started pistol whipping her to the end.
Some people on the internet that are saying it's a valid crash out because not only was she cheating on him, she was cheating on this man with his relatives. And others are saying that they believe that he took it too far.
On Tuesday, July 29th, Flood allegedly went to his wife's job at a rehab facility in Sterling Heights, and he sat there and waited for her to arrive. When she got there, Flood allegedly approached her and appeared to be reaching for a gun in his waistband. His wife tried to take cover in her co-worker's car. Talking about, so why you want to bring me into this shit now? You know what I'm saying? Why take cover in my car? Just keep running. But check it out. But Flood allegedly stopped the door from closing. He then fired multiple shots at his wife. After that, the wife and the co-worker exited the vehicle via the driver's door and started running toward the building. As they were running away, Flood caught up to his wife, pistol whipped her in the head multiple times. Officers arrived and Flood was taken into custody. His wife was taken to a local hospital where she was treated for non-life-threatening injuries. The co-worker was not injured, officials said. Flood was arraigned in court on Thursday, July 31st. His bond was set at $1 million cash assurity. If Flood posts the bond and is released, he must wear a GPS monitor and cannot have contact with the victims at all. So here's the thing about this particular story right here. This guy had a wife and they had 3 kids together. Come to find out that the kids aren't his, man. None of them. Now one of the kids are this man's kids. But not only that, the wife was cheating with a relative. That's crazy as hell. Now I know nurses get a bad rap for cheating, but this is ridiculous, ladies and gentlemen. Why cheat with the man's family member? Then you having these kids knowing that they not this man's kids, mama's babies, daddy's babies. A lot of people feel like this was a legitimate crash out. Me, myself, personally, I don't feel like it was a crash out because I would have been questioning the paternity of the babies as soon as she said she was pregnant, period. You got to let me know that they mine. I want a blood test, all of that shit, man. But it's crazy as hell to me that he didn't kill her. I wonder, did he run out of bullets shooting at her? You know what I'm saying? Because why start pistol whipping her when you could have just ended her life, man? And is this a lesson to women out here? You know, stop lying to men. You can't lie about situations like this. You know, I wouldn't, if I was a woman, I wouldn't lie to no man about, you know, having his baby knowing good and goddamn well it ain't his. But it's a lot of people out there that feel like the women don't know. A lot of dudes do feel like if they had a reason to crash out, this would be the reason to crash out. Now, I got nephew in the building with me right now, and I just want to ask him how he feel about this situation right here. Is this a reason to crash out, nephew?
Yeah, this is most definitely a reason to crash out because, like, I feel like that's a reason a lot of shit motherfuckers do, like cheating and shit, sneaky, weird shit, is because motherfuckers don't crash out. Motherfuckers be just like, motherfuckers let shit slide and then they just go to the next motherfucker and do the next thing. Like, that's some evil shit if you really think about it.
Right. Then not to mention the fact that according to sources, the kids were actually fathered by like a relative of this guy, man. How would you feel like not knowing that your cousin was smashing your chick or your brother was smashing your chick, got her pregnant? You know, maybe the relative didn't get her pregnant 3 times, but the only thing we do know is the fact that this guy right here is not the father, man. But how does that make you feel, a relative, bro?
I'll be in jail. I ain't even gonna lie. Hey, I don't know. I can't say I do something to my relative, but I probably beat his ass or something. You know what I'm saying? But it's really the female fault. You know what I'm saying? Because she owe you the loyalty. You know what I'm saying? It's y'all too. It's not you and him. That's your cousin or brother or whatever that is. But that's not your bitch or woman or whatever you want to call it. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Do you feel like the relative maybe was showing them like your bitch ain't shit, you know, type shit? Or
I mean, they could in some it depends on the situation. Some situations may be, you know what I'm saying, if like a motherfucker came to, like if I was bending to my homie or my brother or some shit and I was like, hey, see if this bitch go. You see what I'm saying? Then okay, I understand. You can't crash out then because you told him to do that. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
But like if it was just some behind your back shit, now them emotions, that's reasonable emotions, especially if you already was like thinking she was on some weird shit and you was like trying not to believe it and she was the whole time. Right. And you found out. That, like, come on now, that shit gonna make you explode.
What about this, nephew? The fact that she was a nurse, and you know, on the internet they say nurses be cheating their ass off, bro. Does that have anything to do with this? You think?
Man, see, I feel like people just like put themselves in stereotypes on purpose. You see what I'm saying? Like, nurses cheat, but it ain't just nurses. It's just people like. Men cheat too, but women they do people dirty. So it's just like women in general do some real dirty, grimy shit. Like, all right, men, they go fuck you, go fuck a bitch. You ain't finna keep talking to this bitch or whatever. Maybe some niggas do that shit, you know what I'm saying? But majority of niggas hit a bitch. These bitches have had like triple lives type shit, all type of shit, like getting money from niggas, all type of shit, but still got dependent on you and acting like you, like, you know what I'm saying? That shit bogus.
Yeah. I remember seeing some shit on the internet. This chick was saying, "You the only nigga I got. God damn it, that I can't call for help." but you know what I'm saying? But you got the best dick. You know what I'm saying?
That shit, cap. Every female talk to more than one nigga. I ain't trying to hear it. Like regardless of if it's just a friend, they didn't like that friend know his real intentions and she know it too.
Right.
Be honest, is you gonna show any interest in a bitch you not trying to hit?
I mean, you know, myself,
not, and I'm not even talking about as in like,
yeah, I get it,
as in business and shit like that.
Right.
Like I'm talking about like you seek and going out. Like let's say you go out to a bar or something. You not finna go friend a bitch. You going out to, you know what you going out for. Like, don't, you know what I'm saying? Or right. If you like start hanging around a bitch, or like, let's say you going to go with your homie on the 2-man or some shit, but it ain't really a 2-man, but it's just 2 bitches, 2 niggas.
Yeah, I get it. I get it. We ain't come to play. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. We right. All right, so I'm gonna have to have a female come in and get a point of view about this story. All right, so I got my nephew here. My nephew said that it was a reason to crash out. Do you think that it was a reason to crash out?
I can't agree with that, but no, I do not. As a human being, I do believe some people can honestly have a valid reason why they just crashed out. Sometimes people just lose it, and you'd have to study their brain, I guess, maybe to kind of figure out what just went wrong, what just transpired. But it does not warrant the person to go off and do something like that. I don't know. Everybody's different. So trying to give you the correct answer, no, that did not need to happen. But I also too can understand, being in the field I'm in, why sometimes people kind of break, right? They lose it, they black out, things happen.
All right, so what do you think about this? On the internet, a lot of people believe that nurses cheat all the time. This lady was a CNA at assistant living, I believe.
Again, that's almost to each individual. If a woman is out cheating, it's a reason why. Same for the man. I don't think it has anything to do with gender, women, or just the occupation you're in. I don't think so. But a person will go out and cheat on you for a number of reasons. So I don't know if it's just nurses or CNAs or whatever it is.
It's been a lot of women saying that, maybe she didn't know that he wasn't the father. Do you believe that a woman don't know who the father is of her children?
Sometimes things happen. If you're aware of where you've been and what you've been doing, then yeah, there's a possibility. Most of the time we know who we've laid down with this week, last month, last year. Again, it just depends on your situation. Everybody's situation can be slightly different. I don't know. That's, again, I haven't got into it enough to know, but I don't know enough of the story to even feel like I have a answer, a thought, right, an opinion on it. But most likely she probably didn't know, or I don't know. That's hard.
I just want to thank you anyway for coming on to the show and giving us your opinion. Well, ladies and gentlemen, just tell me in the comment section how you would have handled this situation. I'm not going to jail for nobody, you know what I'm saying? But it's a lot of niggas that would. Now, we already done heard from Nephew, and we done heard from Miss Tanya. So y'all tell us how y'all feel about this in the comment section. I'll be back later. More news and commentary. Peace.
I apply the pressure. I apply the pressure. I apply the pressure. Yeah, pressure. I apply the pressure.